Now that Ballpark Village is open and booming, is there a next big project coming for you?
We'd love for there to be future phases. Obviously, the first phase cleaned up the whole site. We got parking surrounding the first phase. We put in 100,000 square feet of retail entertainment. You've seen the Fox Sports Midwest Live atrium space. Cardinals Nation is our concept, which we're owning and operating, and really I'm proud of because no other team has done it. And we're always looking for that edge. What differentiates the Cardinals? And you know, there are teams that have museums and halls of fame, and a couple with restaurants, and one with rooftops. But no team has all of those things all rolled into one. And now we have that, and it's really exciting for me, particularly the Hall of Fame and Museum, because you know we've been so passionate about the history of the team. You saw the slides about my grandfather having a role back in the early days, and in fact, my favorite item in the museum collection is the Branch Rickey jersey that we have. We bought it at auction about 15 years ago, and he wore it in 1919 when he was the GM. But he figured to save a buck, he'd also go and manage the team. And he was cheap, the Branch Rickey, apparently, from what I've read. Didn't want to pay a field manager. So anyway, this jersey is from 1990. There aren't many jerseys that even exist earlier than 1925, and we have the one from probably the seminal figure in Cardinals history, if not baseball history. So that, and we've been out there buying things at auction. I mean, we just have a passion for it. We've probably spent over $2 million over the last 15 years buying great memorabilia to fill holes in our collection. That really is for the fans to be able to take it all in and really understand, and not to mention all the interactive exhibits and things that try to teach the history there. So I encourage all of you, if you haven't been down there, to check out the Cardinals Hall of Fame and Museum. But I'm digressing because your question was about what's to come beyond what we've done. And what I'd love to see is, if you kind of look at the parking parcels now in the northeast and west of Ballpark Village, you'll see that they're pretty much little individual parcels. Well, each of those could become a building. On the east of the project, we could do a residential tower as an example. We could do 3 or 4 office towers if the demand was there. And they all fit perfectly. There's office plates now. And now that we've fixed the site and it's got the utility loop and the infrastructure done, it's a much easier negotiation, we think, in the future with a future tenant. In the past, when we were trying to get going and we had some false starts with some tenants, the tenants were excited about the project, but they had difficulty committing when there was doubt about whether the deal was actually going to happen on our side. So our uncertainty affected their certainty, and as a result, we never could close a deal. So we just said, let's go first with the retail entertainment piece and hope for an easier negotiation once it's done on the office, on the residential, who knows, maybe a hotel or additional retail. So I'm optimistic. Obviously, the economy needs to be there for that to be viable. But you know, probably sometime into this season, we will take a breath from the operational issues that we're working through, as all new businesses have, and sit back and say, all right, what's next? You know, who can we talk to that might be interested in partnering on a bigger growth aspect of Ballpark Village for phase 2?